Hi everyone, I'm Lynn from Finds of Yesterday, and today actually. I'm new to YouTube and I wanted to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about what I do. I am a reseller, thrifter, I sell on eBay mainly, and I sell on Poshmark and Mercari. And I've been selling on eBay probably since 1999, I think, is when I started. I had a gift shop and I closed it, and I had some leftover figurine things that I wanted to sell, so I tried eBay. And back then, eBay was a lot different than it is today. You know, the systems and the rules they put into place now on eBay have really changed it, and it makes it a better selling platform for sellers as well as buyers. So I'm very happy with what I'm doing right now. I love thrifting. I love selling. Listings, not so much fun, but it's all part of it. There's always a part of your job that you don't like doing, but you have to do it. So I have been an entrepreneur probably, I say all my life, because I started my gift shop back in when I was 21 years old, and I've had several businesses since then, and I've worked at wineries and in between. So I've done a lot of different things. I've had every home party business that you can imagine. If anybody knows the Party Light, and I did not do Tupperware. I've done a lot of them, let's put it that way. But I've also had a wine and coffee shop, and I've done a lot of things. And this is one of my favorite things because I can set my own hours. I can work from home. I can work in my pajamas if I want. And I just love doing what I'm doing right now. Let me show you my office here and show you my little setup, which looks like chaos, but really I know where everything is and everything's got its place in here. So right here is my photo taking area with my makeshift lights because I'm cheap and I try to make do with what I can. I've taken a piece of foam board and made it as a reflector here and bought some cheap lights from Home Depot, which I would suggest getting the big I don't know, box lights, because I think they would put out a better white background for you. My backgrounds are whitish gray. Even though they look bright white, look at that, it still puts off a gray image. So I would suggest that to anybody, and I probably will invest in that this year. Over here is my listing desk, and over here is the stuff I need to post, which I'll tell you about in a little bit, but I have a lot of stuff to post right now. And we're actually in April of 2020, and everybody knows what's going on now, but back in, I think it was February, I went to 2 auctions I'll tell you about in a little bit. But here are my Rubbermaids. I have 16 out here. I have more in the back. My table for shipping isn't very big, but I have to make do with the space that I have, which is, this space is probably 20 by 13 feet, something like that. So it's not a lot of space. And then right here is my USPS shipping supplies and my lady mannequin. And let's go back here. This is my storage room, which has Rubbermaids over there. There's 2 more shelving units, probably 16 more Rubbermaids. Below me is another shelving unit, which has more. I like using the clear containers because if I can't find something, I can kind of look through the outside of the container. And my coats, I hang up. And if we walk further, this is a mess. This is my pile of boxes because I use a lot of different size boxes other than the USPS ones that they provide. But I do use them. Okay, we'll take another trip back out here. And going back to the auctions that I went to, I bought, this whole shelving unit is full of stuff that came from an online auction as well as a physical auction. I really enjoy going to auctions, but they last all day, so you just have to sit and wait for your items to come up. but I do enjoy it. I really do. More so than going to thrift stores and looking through every item at a thrift store. That is time consuming to me. I can spend all day going to 3 or 4 thrift stores because I go through clothes, I go through the hard goods, purses, shoes, electronics. I go through everything. People hate going shopping with me because I take too long and I go through everything. So I go by myself now. But my favorite thing to do is go to auctions. And I did this online auction, which I loved because the last day of the online auction is when I just had to sit and watch everything come up. And I could bid higher if I wanted. But I got tons of stuff and I spent $370, something like that. $370 total, and I came home with 5 vehicles full of stuff. Some of it was bigger because it came with it. Like I got a couch that I didn't really want, but I gave it to my daughter, and I had some end tables and things that I could sell on Facebook Marketplace, or I might have a yard sale. Thank God I have a storage unit, so I put them all in there. I don't have them stored here because there's no room. So these storage containers, I have about 1,000 items, a little over 1,000 now, items listed on eBay, and I'm running out of space for my Rubbermaids. So I have added on another area next to this. I actually cleaned out an area where I can store 3 more shelving units full. Thank you to my husband who is allowing me that space. But the physical auction that I went to was really interesting, and there was hardly anybody there because we were at the beginning of the quarantine times. I think it was back in March, beginning of March. So it wasn't very packed like it normally is. They have it, and it's an annual one. And I got lots of stuff at that one too. So I'm stocked up. My death pile was tall. It's getting down now because I've had 2 months of staying at home. So I will be happy to get back out to the thrift stores, and can't wait till the yard sales start. I live in Illinois, so the yard sales don't start here till probably April. And now nobody's doing anything. So we'll get started with that soon. I can't wait. And I want to share a whole bunch of information with you. I have all kinds of ideas in mind. And I'm going to help out you beginner eBayers that have questions about how to use the site. I'm going to put out videos for finding quick answers to finding stuff on eBay. Their site is pretty elaborate as compared to Poshmark and Mercari. So I'm hopefully going to be able to help you out with that. And I'll share some of my hauls with you. I want to share, my next video is going to be the purses, the vintage purses that I got at this auction haul. I love vintage purses. There's some beaded ones in there. They're so pretty. So check that video out and look for the eyeglass video coming after that. And any other video that I can help you out with, if you have suggestions of what you might be looking for and you can't find on YouTube, let me know. I'll see if I can help you with that. And thank you for watching, and thank you for following and subscribing. I will see you in the next video.